You're such an asshole.
I always enjoy getting requests from this guy because he's a very interesting fellow and to the T, right? I mean, you look this guy up in the dictionary. This is your alpha male. He is so successful. I'm not even embellishing this description at all. He is the epitome of an alpha male. He is jacked. He's tall. He is good looking. His profession is a highly sought after profession of the ladies. And then he also does another thing within the profession that just, it's like, does he stop? I mean, I have, maybe you guys remember, I talked about the real hero. I know a legit hero. He saved lives. He won an award. He's in the news. I can't mention his name, but another truly alpha field. And it goes so long ago. Do you guys remember when I did like Cappy's dating service or whatever? I'm like, yeah, I actually do know some pretty good guys. And why don't you girls come on out? And it all flopped. It all great guys. I mean, like comically great. Like it could only be written in a movie how great these guys. Now you girls like, oh my God, my girlfriend, I saw shut the fuck up. Did your girlfriend save lives? Did they win awards? Do they compete in martial arts and dominate? No, they don't. They fucking watch the goddamn soap operas. They get fat. They have some other guys. Anyway, the guys got stood up. I don't know. This is so long ago. I don't know if people were trolling, like that was funny, haha, or if the girls just got cold feet. It didn't matter. And I was just like, okay, I can't get you any better men than this. I can't. There's no better men than this. These guys do have the six-pack abs. They are 6 feet tall. They got great and amazing. Like this is your slop filth that you fantasize about in your Harlequin romance novels. And little did I know they wanted a Minotaur. This guy is everything you girls want. And he does have tremendous initial success with women. Now he's a little older, so he's not like a 25-year-old kid, which is going to be germane to the topic of conversation. But I just wanted to let you know who this guy is, right? This is the guy. He's, money coming out of his ears. He had to go get extra ears, had to rent out other people's ears to stash his money. Hey, Captain, thought I'd give you a field update. A few vignettes that encapsulates the current dating landscape. The first was some time back, right? I got an anonymized. Oh, and by the way, just another thing. By the way, this guy had to move towns because of that Facebook, are we dating the same guy? Because of the fucking gossip. The fucking gossip. Hey, I was like, I can't date here anymore. I got to leave. You girls piss in your own drinking water. I swear to God you do. Where have all the good men gone? Have you thought about not putting the purge good men piss into the water supply? The first was several months, weeks, years ago back. Don't know. I went on date number X with a professional lady in her 30s. It was then she tells me that she still snorts coke on a semi-regular basis. For me, it was over then, but she couldn't understand why I made this decision, that I didn't want to be around her dealers or spend the weekend in a hospital if she had a side effect from the drug. Why would you spend a week? Dude, if I had a wife and she did drugs, and I guess it's on you. Shouldn't have done that. She told me she didn't want to give up her freedom to take drugs for a man. Can't make it up. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, all these women are drop-dead gorgeous women in their 30s. I know, it's not possible to drop-dead. I know. Okay, guys. But that's his zone. Because of his age, that's his zone, is hot women in their 30s. The second, another professional lady in her 30s. I had planned and paid for X number of dates, right? I thought you said you had planned, like you planned several dates into the future. No, in the past, you planned and took her out and paid for X number of dates. So you have these dates under your belt. She texted me for the subsequent week. I replied with a few responses. She then texted me that rather than text, I should plan and pay for the next date. There was no thanks for the first several dates, no little cards or some offer of reciprocity. I don't expect much. Perhaps something like, I really appreciate the effort it takes to plan a date and the money you put aside for this. Thank you. It makes me feel valued and taken seriously. Sir, you're dealing with women who went to the metaphorical gym of life, but they were so attractive. Everyone lifted their weights for them. And like Harry Sison or David Hogue, they just held on to the weights as people lifted them. And you're surprised they do not have the muscles of character, self-awareness, self-reliance, and self-supportation. Everybody lifts my weights for me. Why are you doing it, slave? I have never heard of this in all my dating years. So you've never heard of someone just saying thank you. I've had gals say that. I'll be honest. I mean, it was the exception, not the rule. I did have the occasional girl do the nice thing. I guess it's very common in Asia. Even on the first date, I guess girls will bring a little trinket, like a keychain, some kind of little gift. Land of the Losers, that's a great book to read where you get to see the different worlds where the guy goes to Asia and he never married these gals, but it's just a nice little thing. Like the girls just show up with, maybe even a little tasty treat. It's a nice gesture. You're like, oh, that's nice. The last one recently, a lady close to my age, reasonably pleasant, so she's over 30, slightly overweight, mid-range, recently divorced. Quote, I want a top 1% man. That's all I'm interested in. I get 100 likes a day on a dating app, and I only swiped on the top 1%. Not only... not only are you naive in thinking these women have self-awareness and are not solipsistic, that they might want to think, oh, thank you for that. That was very kind of you. Like having self-awareness and awareness, empathy, sympathy, awareness of other people. Getting an attractive woman to ever realize there are two distinct markets in dating. One is the marriage market. The other is the sex market. One is lease, one is buy. Women have, dude, it doesn't matter how many years go by and how many times you tell them. Women always think sex equals commitment. That's what it is. There is no fun time. There's no goofing around, except maybe in their younger 20s. Then they act naive. Oh, I slept with you and I am only sick and I deserve. Yes, she is unaware or consciously choosing to be ignorant of the fact that most men on there only want to sleep with her and very few want to marry or commit. So, my captain, this is where I get 100 likes a day on a dating app and I only swiped on the top 1%, which is you. So, my captain, this is where we are. There are armies and legions of single women in their 30s upwards that populate the dating market now. They still have the expectations of a 21-year-old. They want exclusive princess-like adoration, attention, validation, love from a top-tier, successful, fit, mature, and handsome man. A man who will fund and plan all dates, act as counselor, emotional masseuse, male model, and court gesture. Yep. A few years ago, you told me that when they meet a man who they believe meets their criteria, they don't see it as an opportunity to form a bond in a relationship. They see you as an object that is their birthright. Exactly. An object to control and show off to friends at brunch. At this point, you're akin to an expensive handbag. Yes. And that's the point. Let me tell you, assuming they were attractive their entire lives, right? We're not talking the gal who was fat, went into engineering, decided like, yeah, you're right, I got to lose the weight. And I'm not talking about those people. Those people lived in reality. where all attractive women end up in their 30s is what you're experiencing right now. If you are an attractive woman, there are other forms. Like if you're a trust fund baby, right? If you're a pussy like Mark Dayton, look him up, or Dean Phillips, or Barack Obama, or Joey Biden. All right, you have had everything bought and paid for. Mandami, everything bought and paid for. You cannot then understand or even appreciate or acknowledge what other people had to go through. You can't even acknowledge they exist. If you are deprived and denied the experience, which is hard and difficult and torturous, to go and support yourself, and in your case, make something excellent of yourself, you will never evolve. Again, it is like going to the gym and having Democrat government paid for social workers lift the weights for you while you hold on to the bar. You will not evolve. You will not advance. You will not build character. And you will only think the only thing out there is you because everybody else serves you. Now, this is what's called being a child. When you're a child, your parents serve you because you're not old enough to go and support yourself. And one of the major transitions Democrats fail to do, and some Republicans, I might add, because preppy little suburbanite soccer mom, daddy pay for everything, man. You get some Republicans in there too, obviously. Is you never are ever forced to support yourself. Look at all the pussies who are adults. I understand the kids. I feel bad for the kids. Look at the pansy, pathetic adults like, I need SNAP. Dude, you're an adult and you can't feed yourself. These people do not evolve. They don't grow. And above all else, they are unaware that other people exist. This is why I keep, not to keep slamming on Democrats, this is why most of you demand other people's money and not knowing that you're expecting to enslave them. That's what you're asking. You're asking everybody else to enslave themselves to pay for your shit. It's just, well, I deserve. No, you don't understand. You by necessity have to enslave other people now to pay for your shit, but they don't care because other people don't exist because they are still children and have never faced starvation, never faced hardship. And there is no more spoiled child in these United States of America than an attractive woman, attractive young woman anyway. Everybody starts off as a spoiled kid. It depends on several things, your looks included, how long it is until society says, we're done carrying your ass, start supporting yourself. So when it comes to a young boy, you don't come from wealthy families, or you're white male, whatever. Fuck you. At 18, get the fuck out of here. No, you don't get support from your parents. They're poor. No, you get good scholarships. You got a white dick. Right? But if you're an attractive woman, oh shit. I can't even consider the total number of ways in which attractive women get life on easy mode and have the world lift their weights for them. Yeah, men want to fuck them and women want to be with them. That'll carry them on till for almost forever, right? Because fine, you say, well, what about a 55-year-old hag? Well, there's a 65-year-old guy that will bang her and pay for her shit. So they never are forced to face the full power and wrath of reality and forced to carve a reality out of it. We could go on. And I also, to this day, go watch you'd have to subscribe to my, what's it called? Subscribe Star thing. But I did it because I'm allowed to curse and swear how I want on that. I can talk about topics I want. I never understood daddy's relationships with their daddy's little princess. I thought I almost got the impression it's like, do you want to have relationships with your daughter? Like, this is weird how much you just bow down and worship your daughter, man. This is starting to push cringy, starting to push creepy. neither here nor there. What you're running into, which you probably already surmised, is that no one has ever allowed reality to enter in and have to have that woman or the women you listed face off against reality. What you're dealing with are adult children. And this is where all hot girls end up, presuming they were hot before. This is the mentality they get when they're 30. They're unaware that men are more attracted to them when they were 25 than they are 35. They've probably had their fun and they're sick and tired of it. Now it's time to settle down. Now it's time to settle down. Now it's time to get serious. But because they've had so much smoke blown up their ass since whatever, 12, 13, whenever young girls start becoming attractive young ladies. What is that? From, let's say, 12 or let's say 13 to 33. That's 20 years. That's 2/3 of their lives. Their entire lives, everything and everyone has done things for, and they're unaware that people are lifting the things. And they just think because everyone wants to fuck them that they're amazing, that they're great. Listen to girls talk about their girl. Oh my God, they're amazing. Oh God, if there was ever a genie come out of the bottle, like, Aaron, what do you want? 3 wishes. I want women to be forced to describe their friends objectively, and you'll never hear the word amazing ever again. It would be indiscernible, unremarkable, common, boring, as common as blades of grass. That'd be it. But when you've been worshipped, I mean, it's one thing to have rich parents. It's another thing to have everyone in the world worship you, especially through the lens of popularity. And that's where you get these people who are completely solipsistic. They are completely unaware that the other person is there, which is why I said you're a handbag. I'm not trying to blow dirt up your chute because you've put the time and effort into it. You are an exceptionally remarkable man. I wish I could tell you guys about this guy. You would you would be amazed. You would be amazed by this man's career and what he's done. Like, that's amazing. That's impressive. I don't have that in me. People should be in awe. Well, maybe not in awe, but they should be like, bravo, well done, bravo. I tip my hat to you, sir. They're unaware of it. They can't even relate to what it's like to go through your training, your work, both in career and physical fitness, the discipline, the work ethic for you to go and do the other thing you do. They've had every guy who wants to fuck them sing their praises, think they're amazing. And it's kind of funny because in a way you're a catalyst. You're the guy. You're not the top 1%. You're top 1% of 1%. Finally, somebody worthy of me. And what's sad is you're more like the checklist of what they're told to want. Notice your personality and your charm or whatever, it never factored into these dates. They only know to look at you as an object to achieve more popularity or to demonstrate, I am queen bitch, I won. Look at my purchased high luxury handbag, off the shelf luxury husband or luxury commitment boyfriend or whatever. That's because that's all they know. They don't know the human experience. They really don't think you're a human being. And their entire life, I mean, think of what's valuable in their lives. Everybody, this is where popularity comes in. The more I think about popularity, the more I realize it's just how pervasive and masking it is of important things. You got to, doesn't even matter if you're 35. A lot of guys out there are buying their Corvettes still at 65. Go popular thing, bro. Everybody who's tried to pursue these women only know to do it insofar as things that they were told will impress women or the women themselves say are impressive. and that is buying them fancy, overpriced luxury shit. Right? I'm not saying these aren't, like a Lexus isn't a nice car. I'm just saying that's what it is. And that's all they know. That's all the information, the transactions, the interactions they've had with people. Man, buy me shit. Man, get me nice money. Everybody sings my praises. Oh my God, I must be amazing. Why am I amazing? Because shit given to me. Because luxury handbag, brand name, look at my shoes, whatever. And now, maybe instigated by the fact they're not getting as much worship and praise, or I think more so you were the catalyst where they're like, finally, it's about fucking time. Here's a man. And they don't even think, they're not capable of realizing you're a human being with your own fucking shit going on. Or maybe your own requirements and standards. And because literally everything was given to them, like that worthless idiot, the adult child who's now mayor of Seattle, everything was given. Everything was, you're supposed to give it to me, right? The kid pouts when they don't get the food or whatever. They don't get their gift. This just happens to be 35-year-old women. Hot 35-year-old women. They're not capable of treating you like a human being because they've never had to treat anyone like a human being because Bill Burr, women are surrounded by this tornado of misinformation and nobody corrects them because we want to fuck them. And you got the most sheltered, shielded, unevolved, immatured, non-growth, non-tempered, non-metamorphosized adult children. And that's why if you run in, and we're doing the demographic, very attractive 30-something women, assuming they were attractive the other entire time. Yeah, that's where you are. I mean, we've gone around, where do you find it? It's hard, man. If you ever want, you probably never want to get married again. But I mean, this is where overseas comes in or other cultures. If you wanted something come in, and you got to lie. Like I have other people in similar professions or similar money making where they're very prestigious professions. And I tell, like, we got a doc I hang out with, younger guy. I'm like, dude, don't tell him you're a doctor. Don't, like, just don't. And let me set you up with my estate planning attorney who does the what's it called, the trusts. Don't tell them that. It's sad. That's what but you're gonna, if you were, I'll tell you this, unless your goal is just to have sex with them, which is fine. But there's not going to be, it's just not going to happen. There's not going to be self-awareness. There's not going to be a brain to talk to. There's not going to be fair play. There's going to be no respect for your time. It's almost not their fault because they've never, ever been forced by society to consider other people. Because literally everyone else, if that guy won't do it, this guy will. This guy will just bow down and worship and he'll give me money or whatever. Outside of men wanting to fuck these women, I've been curious about how other aspects, because you think, okay, well, simps won't correct them, but somebody better. Well, dad never does. What is that? Rank nepotism because my genetic material is great. And there's still this eerie thing where daddy's in the suburbs like, oh my God, my princess. It's like, that's weird. Little odd, man. You like your daughter that much. I wish I was joking. I'm not saying like, oh my God, I think it's 50%, but there's like a 5%, like, it's a little weird, man. Maybe you guys got theories about it. I don't know. You think some women would check them? Hey, Trisha, stop acting like a bitch. But I don't know. You get like Mean Girls kind of dynamics where it's all the popular girls being popular and no one thinks outside, right? Kind of herd together. Like nobody, forget, men don't correct because they don't want to fuck. Nobody corrects them. The girls want to be them. They sing worship and praise. Like how do you get to this point, being a third of a century old and having so removed, not a single tethering to reality or the consideration of other human beings? I don't know. It's an interesting question, but that's what you're dealing with. And given that you got on the, are we dating the same guy? See, that's another thing that the really alpha male, you got to worry about that because every girl wants to date you. And then they're going like, oh my God, we're dating T-Rash. Oh my God, we're dating Tyrone. Oh my God, we're dating Thaddeus and Chadius. And here go. I never understood the concept of witches, right? I never understood, like, okay, some goofy gals go practice witchcraft. Now I see it. Now I kind of see, I see how that evolves. Like, yeah, and then not that they verifiably go practice witchcraft, but they do their little gossip attack, and then they got their tea app, and they all congregate together, and they're harpies, kind of, a group of them, a swarm, a squadron. I can see it now. I can see it. Not witchcraft, not in, we have magical powers, but we're going to use intangible soft power through culture and society to bring about a result, which I guess in a way looks like magic contrasted to science, fact, logic in the masculine world. I know I'm generalizing. Say what you mean what you say. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know how your tires got slashed. Witchcraft right there. That's it. When your tires get slashed, you get a broken window in your car, like, that's witchcraft. Like, how did that happen? I don't know. Oh, it must have been fucking magic. Occasionally they will ask about me. They will tell me that I seem closed and inaccessible, that they want an emotionally vulnerable and literate man. No, they don't. They really don't want that. Honestly, I'll tell you, that's what they say they want. That's what they're told to want. You can't make this shit up. These are their words. I believe it. You got to wonder, like, are we in the Matrix and this is just ridiculously stupid? Like, girls can't be that dumb on TikTok, right? And I do believe a lot of these TikTok girls are just doing it for clickbait and crying. It's fake tears and all that. But then you get like real, it's like, oh wait, there is a fair amount of veracity to these claims. It is really like that in a lot of places. So yes, you were correct. Dating apps, restaurants, balls, coffee shops, full of these hungry women in search of the 1% Prince Charming. These days, I choose solitude in an evening with various musicians I like. Hope all is well with you. Traveling with my children to foreign place. We will eat and visit ancient sites. Have fun with. There you go, man. There you go. The irony is of how society, at least in the West, is structured, where you got these ships passing in the night, where you girls are ostensibly a top 1% girl. You got this guy who's a top 1% guy. And because of the way you were raised, you can't. Exceptionally attractive women and exceptionally spoiled men, right? If you are not capable of having good relationships, romantic or otherwise, because you're all about you. You're not aware that other human being is there. It would be fascinating. What was it? What was it? You want to look into how untethered exceptionally attractive and rich women are in their 30s. Got to be 40s now. I guess the Kardashian gals came up with a new TV show, and it's all fiction, but it's the most psychopathic, delusional, mentally ill show out there. I was listening to somebody review it, and it makes a lot more sense when you say, what if we gave a bunch of kids some crayons and they created something? Like, their world they'd come up with would be, well, at least with kids, it'd be cute and funny. There might be, the gymnastic rhinoceros, like, okay, that's cute, but channeled through 4 decades of popularity and having unearned wealth, it's horrible what people who are incapable of forming and realizing and acknowledging other people. It's horrible where solipsism leads. It basically turned everyone into slaves. And I wish it was that simple. That'd just be kind of communism. They got this mental ill where there's got to be drama and the men are all getting pegged. And No joke. Listen, don't watch the show. Go watch a review. Was it Yellow Flash who did it? No, Echo Chamberlain. I think it was Echo Chamberlain who did it. That's where it leads. I mean, really, I wouldn't recommend this. I got hoodwinked into it. If you want to see where the depraved, unearned income, praised, solipsistic mind leads, go watch the movie Salo. I'm going to warn you now, you don't want to watch it all the way through. It's not, or maybe read about it. Maybe read about, that's better. Read about Salo. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. But that is where I think an unchecked, perpetually financed, pampered, and praised mind ends up going. Is they just have no tethering to fellow human beings, and they just fucking lose it. Fucking lose it. Yeah, and generally, maybe not to the level of Salo, thank God, that's what it's like dating women in their 30s who were perpetually attractive. And I guarantee you, all you top-notch dudes out there, us mere mortals, right? You're not a top 1% guy, even if you are reasonably attractive. You're not a top, this, by the way, this guy is, if you're looking for where is he ranked, he's a Rich Chippendale type of guy or Thunder Down Under guy. That's the level we're talking. He is what every woman wants. That's a special world of hell in a different way. Because I've known this guy for a while. It's like this all the time. And you got these great and attractive, okay, you got these very attractive women like, oh yeah, I can't find a way to, and then it's the only solution I got, if you're looking for one, you're going to have to go overseas. And your name isn't your name, and your profession isn't your profession. You're Mortimer Snerd, mild-mannered programmer who makes a handsome salary. You could support him, but it's the irony is on the male side of that thing is you go and you become one of these top tier men. Now, there are benefits of doing it yourself. Like you're in exceptional shape. You dominate in your martial arts. You got a great profession. So there are these secular things, but then you do all this stuff. Some of it, no doubt, was to attract women. And the only women that you're going to attract are yeah. Yeah. And, not to say there ain't a hot 30-something gal out there who, was an engineer or worked hard or whatever. Of course, or, went through hardship and was forced to like, oh, there are other human beings. But yeah, this is, again, the simple rule. 9 and 10s are for recreation only. You can't, they're not going to show up on time. You can't, they're like employees with a drug problem. You just can't rely on them. I'll give you another example. Having been behind the scenes, I've been on Fresh and Fit a handful of times, been on Access Vegas a handful of times. Dude, it is hurting cats getting those attract. Now, they're all 9s and, well, I mean, not all 9s and 10s, but the women that they get on these shows are up there. Certainly Access Vegas. Dude, you can't get them to do anything practical or tangible because nobody exists. And what was it? One of the gals ended up stealing all the girls' purses and all that. Mike Sartain was on mainstream media. They said, yeah, this gal stole all the other girls' purses and shit. And just to get them to show the fuck up on time, man. Old man roll like, hey, we're gonna do a show this time. I'm like, is it podcaster time or is it real person time? I was like, we're gonna try and do real person time. I'm like, okay. I don't like doing podcaster time. I like doing real person time. So there you go. I just me. It's something to do. Go have sex, right? You might have to record it because I remember the one time. I mean, Cappy is, if you can imagine, Cappy was good and charming enough I dated the occasional 9 or 10. I did date a gal. She was a fucking model for like the GM, not GM, the big 3 auto shows. She was a waitress bartender when not modeling. When I turned her down, she hit me. Like, what? 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 So you gotta be careful. Like, don't put baby in. How dare you said no? Don't you know who I am? You are husband bot. You will do what I will hit you in the head and get your screws straightened out. Now you will do what I say. You gotta be careful with that. But yeah, go have your, change your name. My name is Chad Elkins, and I'm a CPA. Everyone should go by Chad Elkins, CPA. There's your alias. Everyone should go like that. Yeah, man, but it's not like it's like looking at Ferraris, but they ain't got no engine in them, right? You just, hey, how go out with the 7, go out with the 8. I know the other gal was older, and she was like, I want a top 1% man. Better yet, spend time with your children and travel to ancient ruins down south. But for now, yeah, man, I don't know what you accept. You exceptionally handsome men have to hide your power level, and you gotta lie or hide the truth. And yeah, I don't know what you do. Honestly, this is largely a Western phenomenon. I know there's gold diggers and psychopaths in all cultures, but I would be looking for other traditional if you wanted to. Otherwise, yeah, they are recreation only. And be honest, like, I'm only interested in sex. That's it. No, we're not having. No. And if you have it, by the way, sir, you might want to look at having things put in a trust. I'm just saying, like, that's the biggest exposed flank. Men wanting to have sex. I can sue you because we had sex. Why? Because we have sympathetic cords. Oh my God! Did you put your pee-pee in her hoo-ha? I did, Your Honor. You owe her $87 billion. I don't have $87 billion, Your Honor. It's in a trust. Oh wow, never mind. Like, it's just dealing with middle school. That's it. Do you want to deal with the hottest girls in middle school who just happen to be thrice the age now? Well, I don't. It's because you couldn't get one. Yeah, you're right. I can't. You're right. I can't. I got this nice comfy sweatshirt here. Do not pet the fluffy cows. It's a South Dakota thing. Do not pet the fluffy cows because every year tourist idiots come in here and pet the fluffy cows, which is the buffalo. And the buffalo don't like being petted. No matter how cute and fluffy they are, they're like, I think they're a ton a piece. They're big, huge monsters. Don't bother them. There's always some Karen who gets sometimes killed. But a new shirt says Californians should pet the fluffy cows. Link below. I don't have anything about this because I was never a top 1% guy. I got Sanity is the Future of Wealth. Go get that book. You're not dealing with sane. Look, I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry, guys. If you have unearned money or you're exceptionally attractive, right? And mommy and daddy paid for anything, you didn't earn it. You're not sane. You're just not. Maybe not your fault, but you're not sane. You cannot understand and accept and appreciate other human beings because they don't exist in your world. So for everyone else, you run into an exceptionally attractive gal in her 30s. May I recommend you go get Sanity is the Future of Wealth. Short little essay link below. It's about the only thing I got. Reen, $5. There was actually a New York Times article asking if women ruin the workplace. I think the reckoning is coming and will affect all women. Okay, good, I guess. I don't know. The New York Times, I think, is now switching to clickbait, kind of like, what was the other one? The Guardian is clickbait now. They're just trying to make, which is fine, Okay, you're going to acknowledge there's a conservative or right-leaning side to this media circus. I don't care. And the workplace is being ruined in many aspects, especially a white collar, because you girls never set foot in blue collar. Let's just be honest, because that's hard work. The white collar workplace is being ruined from many other sides. Outsourcing, AI. It was already impossible with standard corporate office politics. Nobody is going and working there anymore. White collar America, corporate America has become the middle school for the psychopathic adults. Like, have fun with that shit. No, we're leaving. We're going to become plumbers or truck drivers or something like that. And that system cannot work. I got to imagine the accounting firms, the high-end law firms, and just certainly the finance industry, just your rank and file white collar work. It was already untenable beforehand. Now, fuck it, forget it. You're not good. Oh, they ruined the work. Don't care. It was already ruined beforehand. You guys just maybe accelerated it, made it more dramatic. The American Noble, $10. You'd be amazed at the amount of people that are addicts, especially in cities. Every third person does booger sugar, and another third smokes weed, vape, or has some other weird vice they'll regret later. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I've said it before. Capitalism spoils its participants, and we are definitely in the weak men phase. There are very few worthwhile people even pissing on. It's just, learn Schopenhauer. There are very few people worth giving a shit about. Even ones that might conservative or agree with you, politically. Oh, you're on welfare though too. Oh, you're taking your SUV and you got a Trump bumper sticker, but you're going to go to the food shelf because you can't afford food, but you got that car payment, huh? Okay. Look, I'll tell you this. When I start seeing thin and attractive people who give a fuck about their own appearance and their own health, then I'll start to change my mind. In the meantime, 72% of you Americans are fat. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't care. Fuck you. I can't give a shit. I just can't. Oh, no, the communists are taking over New York. They deserve it. Oh, no, they're building our buildings down in Minneapolis. You deserve it. I can't find a man. You deserve it. Chad Twizzler stroke $2. What the fuck? Where the fuck have you been? You're supposed to entertain us. I had to go do early Thanksgiving. Chad, you're not wrong. I got back to Rapid City yesterday, and man, I'm not usually depressed, but I was flirting with it. I am so exhausted flying around to other obligations that are not wrong. You're right. I do early Thanksgiving with my family in Wisconsin because then I'm not paying for Thanksgiving flights, right? Flying on Thanksgiving is very bad, so I avoid it. So I do Thanksgiving early. I don't do Christmas anymore with my family because I'm like, no, it's cold. It's Wisconsin. You guys can come down to Vegas if you'd like. And there's a theory I got to identify it clearly, but not maliciously, very unconsciously. And a default setting. Everybody at some level thinks they're entitled to other people's time, especially when it comes to family and friends. It's not malicious. It's not conscious. And you'll have a phenomenon happen and you don't know why. And I had it this year. I'll give you an example, Chad. I only did one new hike. I didn't go fossil hunting. Why? Because every motherfucker thinks they're entitled to my fucking time. Sometimes it's I got guests, Velcomes and his candidate came and visited. Sure. All right, but I'm still obligated with my time. But that's fun, right? But it's still your time budget, but it's been getting stretched. And the main culprit is corporate enshittification, shit that don't work. Auto repairs, not getting none, shit like that. But I get pulled out and all of a sudden, I'm off the line. Why? Because I got to go deal with something. Could be good, could be bad, but everybody wants your time. And I'm starting to get really fucking pissed at the ether. Like no one person's guilt. I'm getting pissed. Where I am probably going to Schopenhauer up. I'm like, nope. Nope. No, we're not. No, you don't even get to visit. Nope. Sitting on my fucking ass. And no, I'm not darting out here. I'm not darting out there. I'm not doing, oh, somebody needs that. Oh, they're too fucking bad for you. You know, I think I got things limited. I think I got things dialed in. Fixed up all the cars, got a credit card, or at least I say I got a credit card. I don't know whether it's in the mail or not. We'll find out. I think I got health insurance. I don't know how else to describe it, but you're focused on other things and you don't realize there's a bunch of birds eating in the grain bin and you got to go and shoo them away. You got to protect your boundaries. And I guess what pisses me off is I don't really have an option in a lot of these things. Like, yeah, you should, like, I don't hate my family. Don't get me like, just like, yeah, I should visit them, but man, you could fly out and drive out. Why? Because you live in bumfuck fucking Egypt. Who lives here? Who the fuck lives here? Why are you here? Never mind. But yes, I have been busy. The good thing, though, is I got to see my other niece now, the new one, fresh off the assembly line, 6 months old. Just this fucking pudgy cheeks. Got these big old, like she's a fucking squirrel saving nuts. Got these big old honking. And she can see now. She can focus. So she sees and then she can laugh and smile. Can't do much more than that. Reen, $5. Chad, he had to recover from the morning Florida's milking farm video. Plus, he's got to be rethinking his helping women out hour. It's good comedy show. Yep. The Major General, $2. Only infinite currency can save the world. That is the solution to all of our problems. That is the solution. Yep. And immigration will solve everything. Don't ask why wages are so low. The American Noble, $5. You know how it is, Cappy. We live in a world where everyone wants something free, but at the same time wants to get paid for everything they do. Yep. Everyone wants to be an influencer, a teacher, a social worker, a marketing or HR, DEI executive, or a finance bro. Nobody wants to actually produce the shit. Reen, $5. I see more and more mainstream places talking about men and how women have no men. I think it's really starting to hurt society now. Don't get your hopes up. It is a glacial speed at which the normies are starting to realize, hey, did you know there's this group called men? I don't know if they're doing well. And their foremost spokesman in the mainstream is Scott Galloway, which I appreciate his presence and his intellectual honesty, especially because he's in leftist, man-hating, feminist academia. He's running a risk, just kind of like Larry Summers did. But I think he still refers to his wife as his partner. Every time he talks about something directly, like, well, I like women. I just want to let you know, I like women. Women are the great thing. Women should be out there being astronauts. But maybe, see, my partner and I, it's like dealing with the national debt. I'm like, oh, maybe we'll tackle this in 2070. It is going glacially slow. I would not change my life or wait around. I'd be moving on to the other thing. Yeah, it's like an oil tanker, right? It is turning. You're like, oh my God, the oil tanker is turning. It's going to be 15 years before it's facing 180 and correcting, and then it's got to pick up steam and go the other direction. I would not wait for this society to come around and like, oh, hey, we appreciate you, men. We didn't realize how much electricity you made. I just lost my wife and my daughter to an R gang over in Chicago, and I realized we need men. Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, it was only after getting knifed the third time on the sub, I realized we need conservative Republican masculine men to protect us from the bad men. I realized that. Yeah, I'm not. Drew, $5. I've told tons of women that men don't care about careers. They don't listen. They're not going to listen. Go watch my video on the perfect mental state. And they're competing with the hot 22-year-old barista at Starbucks. They are not going to listen to what they don't want to listen to. They will only listen to what they want to hear. That's it. And it should show you that there's such resistance to practicality, which I admit, the Helping Women Out Hour, you guys, I admit there's some pissing into the hurricane there. I have hope for younger girls because I see some gals bucking the trend, but right now, quote, our generation, Drew, I'd say any girl over 25, they are not capable of, you should eat your fruits and vegetables. You should brush your teeth. You should floss your teeth, because Oprah and Democrats and men who want to fuck them up, you don't have to brush your teeth. You're great and amazing. You don't have to eat your fruits and vegetables. Have all the ice cream you want. It's tiring. It's tiring. Don't waste your time. Look, I'm doing it for all of us. I'm going to go put the Helping Women Out Hour. It'll be up there. Take a look. I got a meeting today. A meeting. Get into a meeting. What about, like, should I set up a health fund? Meeting. Drew, $2. What's your opinion on Vietnam? I've never been there. I know, because the talented Mr. Lee is Vietnamese, and he's my best friend. My buddy, his wife, my niece, she's Vietnamese, so the kid's half Vietnamese with pudgy cheeks. Another buddy of mine, Vietnamese, like some of the most intelligent, I'm not kissing your ass, the most intelligent, hardworking, smart, interesting people I've ever ran into. Now, all of them obviously escaped the communists back in the day, and then some of these people are the first generation. So I'd imagine there is some cultural holdover commonality. My one buddy went back to Vietnam to get his wife, and he's much happier now. I'm going to assume the Vietnamese people culturally are equivalent. Like, you're going to have a good time. The people have honor, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't know about Vietnam itself. I heard great things about it. It's communist. Awful lot of capitalist policies you got there, though. I wouldn't buy, well, you can't buy property there, and I wouldn't transfer your funds there, but otherwise, yes, it's a very my stepdad, he fought in Vietnam, but he loved it, like the people and the beaches and things like that. He preferred Laos, but yeah, go check it out. I've not heard anyone have a bad time over there. I haven't heard, I'd check it out. Say hi to everybody. Have some egg rolls. Reen Schwartzer, $5. What Cappy don't you know any minotaurs you could introduce these girls to? I mean, who wants a hero? That's boring. I know. It's what we've come to is the pursuit of women has largely become an almost guaranteed waste of time. And if there's going to be any future relations with men and women now, whether they like it or not, the agency is 100% in their hands. Ladies, if you'd like to meet a guy, you're going to have to do something. I'm not saying you have to ask him out, but you're going to have to make it obvious you're interested in the guy. You're also going to have to take everything women have told you largely that men want or how to get men and throw it away because it doesn't work. And you're going to have to re-educate yourself, kind of like guys did with the red pill for the past 20 years. But you keep imploring with the kid to clean its room, right? And the kid don't clean its room. Well, okay, you can spank the kid and make the kid clean the room. Can't do that with full-grown adult human beings. And so it's just, it's not possible. It still is in some ways, but largely, like, no. Pursuing girls, sorry, ladies, pursuing you is largely a waste of time. It's not worth it. You're going to, because we just don't want the same thing, which is fine. That's fine. So if you girls were really that interested in men, you figure it out. We keep saying, well, you need to fix your car because whatever. You need a new set of brakes. I don't need brakes. All right, fine. You don't need brakes. I'm done. I'm out of here. You get to do it. You get to go on YouTube. You get to wander in the desert like men do. You get to rediscover and constitute the wisdom and the facts of what makes men attracted to women. If you care. And I mean, it's guys don't have the life and the time to waste. They got shit to do. Like meetings about health funds. Cyberbully, $10. Do you think girls being into cosplay and video games is a red flag? Nah. Video games, no. Cosplay, we're starting to get into foot fetish territory. You know, like if you dress up as like, you know, I went to Spike Spiegel for Halloween, or you go to a nerd con and you dress up as your favorite anime character. All right, that's all good fun. But you know, you start putting tails in your butthole. Yeah. The furry world. I mean, if you're into that thing, sure. Okay, cool. But unfortunately, furry isn't just like, oh, I got this kink. It's, oh, I'm mentally ill and I'm a rabid leftist and this is my way to strike out at society. And I kind of have a hankering for little kids. Like, yeah. I date a few of these type of girls and they seem to use their niche to basically be treated like celebrities. Well, yeah, I mean, of course you dress up. Well, that's what Halloween is. You dress up in the costume like, oh my God, this is the greatest costume ever. It's praise and adoration. Yeah, as long as it doesn't become their actual identity. You know, if they look, your gal goes out there, makes a lot of money dressing as some famous anime comic book character at Comic-Cons. Well, good for her. Go. But then she's whatever, a mild-mannered accountant at home. Oh, that's cool. You know, then she got it. That's different. There's character there. There's interest. But if that's their thing and they're just basically an OnlyFans girl that goes to anime conventions, Journey Trials and Joy, $5. Most women who done the wildest corn stuff with Alpha Dude does not respect the average man. Right, but he was the Alpha Dude. Yeah. Journey Trials and Joy, $5 again. I've said it a million times. Most women were not raised to be wives. Well, no kidding. Now that problem is multiple 70 times. You can't fix a lifetime. No, you can't. It's generational. We have 3 generations at least where girls have been taught to be adversarial, not hate, but be adversarial. There's a difference. Combative towards men. And that is not conducive to marriage. It's not conducive to a romantic relationship. Oh, that's great. We make great competitors, make great coworkers, but this is not, there's a reason divorce started spiking with baby boomer women. You just throw the institution of marriage out. Society is not capable of it anymore, and society doesn't want it. And it'll be up to, do you want this marriage thing again or not? Up to you. Well, we saw the polls coming out. Young gals don't want to get married. Okay, dress up as a fucking furry. I don't care. I got shit doing. Journey Trials and Joy, $2. Am all for pros in USA. Keep it safe. Yep. Sir Gonzo, $5. Will you be offering any Black Friday sales on your courses? No, probably not. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I should. I don't want. I would be able to stay on top of that shit, but I got to deal with. Hey, Nuke. Everybody go subscribe to Nuclear Cadillo's channel. $5. Speaking of fossil hunting, there's dinosaur romance novels in case you're a dinosaur fan. Yeah, I saw that. I thought at first it was Rhinestone doing some video or like photoshopping some bullshit. No, it's real. It's real. I want nothing to do with it. I would like to go hiking. Can't go hiking. Reen, $10. Women have been trained that killing their children. Yeah, I mean, to be blunt about it, yes. Women have been trained that killing their children is popular. These are not real women or wives. They are soulless shells and fill the void with stuff and things like popularity. Yep, more or less. I understand. Now, I'm pro-choice. only in insofar as I understand, whatever, birth control doesn't work, You don't want to raise your kid in a tortured poverty environment. I understand that. Where I'm like, yeah, now you're mentally ill and it's wrong, is where you celebrate it. Ending your kid's life in utero should be a somber, quiet, discreet, regrettable event. It is an accident, right? It should not be celebrated. And right there, I'll tell you guys, you see some gal who like celebrates having an abortion, that's mentally ill. It's mental fucking illness. Yeah, ladies, I'm for your right, but by God, if you're going to celebrate it, then I might take the position I do on pot. Yeah, I'd love to make pot legal, but none of you can fucking handle it, and it just ruins states. So now I vote against when they say we want to legalize pot. Fuck you. Sorry, you're not adult enough to handle it. Pimp Justice, $10. Cappy, your air trumpets, and when you sing Gen Z Girl in a mini song, make my day every time. Keep rocking it. I will. Journey Trials, enjoy, $5. I'm a field tech. I was at Planned Parenthood 2 weeks ago. I entered the place was full of young girls of all color. You can't fix it. Well, like in their defense, are they ready to have a kid? Really, would those kids be brought up in a stable home? Probably not. Right? They'd be tortured. A tortured life is worse than a no life at all. So I can understand. So it's sympathetic. I'd recommend you girls get on birth control. But you know whose problem that is? That's a them problem. Reen, $5. I'm 29. I've already made my choices. It's too late to change now. I just love watching the normies. Yeah, it is an entertaining thing. It is fun and entertaining. The American Noble, $5. We need drug tests for anyone that wants to vote or serve in any kind of government. That'll solve a lot of issues we're currently having today. Random tests too. It won't solve the problem. The American people are the problem. They keep voting in idiots because idiots come in, oh, free shit. And America's like, oh, free shit. Why am I poor? Why is there inflation? I don't have time to babysit such stupidity. Like, we need a civil war. What? You're going to wipe out 60% of Americans? Let the socialism they're voting in do it for you. Just step aside. Let it happen. like when you're arguing with 60% of the American people, like, no, you don't get free shit. No, you should feed yourself. No, you're 42. Pay off your student loan debt. Like, no, I'm not your babysitter. I'm not your dad. Drew, $5. Just got back from Normandy, France. If you ever get the chance, you should visit Omaha Beach and the World War II and World War I memorials. Absolutely incredible. If I make it there, I have no desire really to go to Europe. I'm not a big Europe guy. I might go to Croatia, like former Soviet bloc Europe. I have no desire to go to the United Kingdom. I don't care about Spain. Maybe. I want to see Sad Hill Cemetery from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. But otherwise, the rest of mainland, The American Noble, $5. Cyberbully's comment reminded me of that dude that dressed up as a fascist for Halloween on X. The leftist went insane. It's Halloween. It's scary. Yeah. It's a lack of take. Come on. Why would you do that? I know to like rile up the Karens, but I wouldn't do that. All right, that's it. Link below. Sanity is the future of wealth. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.